have a very interesting Saldanha this time around, because we got quite a few upcountry cars here, and we got also a first time in the shape of Ralph Combe's Can-Am Forenza, which has been changed. He had a couple of days to change it. He actually didn't have a Friday holiday, a Good Friday as we can call it, but he had the car up and running, and so far he thinks that the car's going to hold up, and he's hoping maybe we're going to hit the 300 here today.
Wow!
So we got Skalk also here as well.
Is he driving?
Skalk looks like he's going to be driving. The Swan front was here last night. He did take a few demo runs out on the public roads. So we're going to see, it's going to be very interesting. We've got two Supras here as well. Besides the Supras from Cape Town, we've got so much more. So we're going to have a very, very good one today. And obviously the turnout, absolutely splendid. If you're not at Saldanha, you made a mistake. If you're watching this, it's the land. It's the land. Make sure you're at the next one. Motion video.
Boom!
For top speed, but it looks like it's dead late. Let's see how they do that. On the booster. No! Sideways! Sideways for the BMW. Traveling for traction they say. Those are great. Those are distracting. But did you see that shorter? It wasn't even really out of the 60. It wasn't out. It was out of boost completely. And the right and left starter line was 264. 264 for the right hand lane. There is your new leader. I think it's fine. We're on the side. Thank you. Let's see what the speed says. Oh wow! Watch out for that guy. He's the man to beat. Affordable side. Is that extra good? And no? What? I didn't remember
This is the upgrade because we are running, we're going to make so much power. Zayn with the XR8, he's the best in the business doing the piping. So we're going to run from half inch, we're going to run 3/4 Teflon hoses, braided, because we're going ethanol and we're going to need some serious power. And this is the pumps that we brought in, the aero motor. So we're going to run 2 of these, 2 aero motive pumps on a cell like that, and Zayn is the right guy for his job here. So this should all be done by Saldanha. One pump like this is 1,400 horsepower, because we're looking at a range of 1,600 to 1,800 horsepower. We've got to have the pumps in place. If the pumps is not in place, you're going to melt the piston or something. So your fueling must be spot on. And we're going to run ethanol, and ethanol is 30% more than fuel. So all up in Zayn's hands to do a proper job. It's a heavy setup, But if you make heavy power, you must have the right goodies for the job. So that is the right stuff for the job. It must all just be put. This is the last finishing touches, just before Saldanha. Hopefully everything go well. We'll be well ready for Saldanha. Dino, the guy that is tuning, we use Mace. Mace has been tuning this thing for the last couple of Saldanhas. He does the methanol and he does my nitros. But we have ripped all that out now. No more methanol, no more nitros. We're just going to do I think the GTX 35s is enough. We can't go, there's going to be enough power.
Look at that. He's putting out the back up. You are there. Yeah. So you smile and everybody. Go, 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 go. It's here. Look at the next solid. I think that's what it's called. No friction. And he's still playing in the sky. So I told my friend to play to me. Is gone. This is what we done. 270.8, 270.8 is the traffic, and a 222.0. 222.0. Whoa. Right? So, okay, here we go. Once again, we have a Jumper versus Cape race happening here. That was good. 266, not too shabby, not the fastest time, but still one of the big ones out there today.
Okay, there we go. Oh man,
Now finding the lights on. Brian and Ricky also walking outside. If you're worried about the front timing right, then you have it. There's the proof.
Make some noise. Yo, you guys are dead.
Yeah, so now obviously the number one man at Kilani. Why not give him something? And for the ball player that happened was 26.5, 26.5. The crowd still did it. We still get super honest with the are you all right? He's making the distance longer for himself, and it seems like it's just too. Oh, he's at the front. Everyone can make some noise. Make some noise for Australia. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. And we're going to have something.
Okay, so we chatted to Royston, obviously these boys, we've chatted to the big boys before, and some little boys that have been coming up, but we noticed that we're keeping an eye on them to see what they're up to. And Royston is one of those dudes. So Royston, I mean, you know, in terms of last year's event, you were there, it was your first event, obviously. What did you have then that you have different to this year?
Okay, last year I had an 1800 812 turbo. It made 200 kilowatts, 360 newtons torque. This event I'm using a 2-liter 16-valve, complete different setup.
Okay.
Hoping for between 250 and 300 kilowatts and probably 450 newtons. And I'll see what I can get out of this motor.
So last year, you obviously, I mean, you took note of last year's speed.
Yeah.
What did you get in average?
Average I did it 203 kilometers per hour, which I don't think it's bad at all.
Okay.
Because it was only 1800 and it was a 812. This year I'm hoping for between a 210 and a 220. Depends on the tracks and everything. You know, more power, more wheel spin,
Exactly.
less traction.
You must compensate somehow.
So I'm hoping for a 210, 220.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you done anything for the wheels? I mean, have you done anything with tires to try and accommodate
I'm
that?
using semi-slicks now. It's helping a bit, but not much.
Launch control?
I'm gonna connect it up for Saldanha. Yeah.
What do-
I'm waiting on a new turbo, so I'll see.
Waiting on a new turbo. So you're changing this turbo for something better and quicker
Custom
and
built one for Saldanha.
custom built turbo. So these boys, they're all custom built turbos. I would have gone to a Japan store somewhere in Chinatown, buy me a turbo, and these boys are running with custom built turbos. But yeah, dude, all for the best. We'll obviously catch you at the event,
Yeah.
and hopefully we can see some good numbers being pulled out. 210, 220.
Yeah, thank you.
But the Royston's down, and it's Thursday. Something's slipping there. I think the clutch, that sounds like clutch then. I think the clutch, unless he's running switch to wheels, that sounds like a clutch slipping. Right, and then comfortably taking the win over there with a speed of 217. Then that lane with a 195, well under his aim, he gets the track. You riders funny, and just shoot it up. Line down the strip. Right, and let's get you up now. Will it be up? Will it be up? Let's give the seat safe, Dave. 47 days for Idol in the length of lane. And 260 hatches for you. No one's in a rocker. No one's in a rocker. No one's in a rocker. I'm on 21.
He wasn't supposed to come through. Here he is, your previous champion, your reigning champion, the fastest man ever at Saldanha DRAGS. Scum convergence. Here we go. Hey, what do you and the other two plastic girls, they all have ESP, GSP, That's not just outlook line, and the guy has from 35.9 there for the left hand lane. Hey, Sando!
Let's see, detail was 360. It looks like the detail is not going to get that much more underneath the wall. And 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Those radiators. So now those radiators now that's what you go, John's radiators versus the bigger plate over there. 260 with the left
was about to leave 579 kilowatts, 1,200 Newton meters, and Zayn is still not happy. How do you possibly compensate for that? How do you not be happy with 590 kilowatts? Zayn, you've lost your mind, my man. You've just beaten Superman on this. I'll be happy. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll take your car, you can take mine. I'm out of here.
Let's go.